It is dawn. The sun is rising in the sky, and my grandmother and I are singing prayers to the horizon. This morning she's teaching me the meaning of Hozhó. Although there's no direct translation from Diné Bizaad, the Navajo language, into English, every living being knows what Hozhó means. For Hozhó is every drop of rain. It is every leaf on every tree. It is your every eyelash. It is every feather on the bluebird's wing. Hozhó is undeniable beauty that surrounds us. And my grandmother knows this well, for she speaks a language that grew out of the desert floors, like redstone arms reaching into the sky and praising creation for all of its brilliance. Hozhó is remembering that you are a part of the earth's brilliance. My grandmother knows this well, for she speaks the same language as a Lukachukai snowstorm, the same language of hooves hitting the dirt on birthdays, for she was a midwife and would gallop to the women in labor, until she became fluent in the language of suffering mothers, fluent in the language of joyful mothers, fluent in the language of handing glowing newborns to their creators. Hozhó is like this, she says. It is an experience, but it's not something you can experience on your own, the eagles tell us, as they lock talons in the stratosphere and fall to the earth as one. Hozhó is like this, she says. It is inter-beauty. And my grandmother, she knows this well, for she speaks the same language as the male rain, which shoots lightning boys through the sky and pummels the green corn children and huddles the horses against the cliff sides in the early afternoon. She also speaks the language of the female rain, which sends the scent of dust and sage into our homes, and casts rainbows in the sky. Us Diné, we know what Hozhó means, and each and every living being knows what Hozhó means. And I think that deep down inside, we know what Hozhó does not mean. Like the days we walk in sadness, like the days we live in fear, like the days we live for money, or like the days when we live for fame, or like the day when the conquistadors came, climbed down from their horses and told us that they were going to take the mountains. We knew this was not Hozhó because we knew you could not own a mountain, but we knew we could make it Hozhó once again. So we took their silver swords and we took their silver coins and we melted them with fire and buffalo hide bellows and recast them into beautiful turquoise and silver jewelry pieces and placed it around their necks. We took the silver helmets straight off of their heads and transformed it into a fearless beauty. We made jewelry. Hozhó is like this, my grandmother says. It is the healing of our broken hearts. It's the prayer that carried us through genocide and disease. It's the prayer that will carry humanity through anything, through this global warming, through this global fear that dances thin as illusion, like a shadow in our minds. This morning, my grandmother is teaching me something very important. She's teaching me that sometimes the easiest and most elegant way to defeat an army of hatred is to simply stand before it and sing to it. Sing to it beautiful songs until it falls to its knees and surrenders to you. It will do this, she says, because it will have finally found a sweeter fire than revenge, a sweeter fire even than greed. It will have found heaven. It will have found Hozhó. And so, my grandmother is talking now to the colors of the sky at dawn. And she's saying, Hozhó nahas ling, Hozhó nahas ling, Hozhó nahas ling, Hozhó nahas ling, which means beauty and joy are restored again. It is dawn, my friends. Wake up. The night is over.